in my street is owned by a northerner. He sold 900,000 from oranges. His king sold 47 million from oranges. We have oil and we are proud. We are being militants for oil. If they're not, Boko Haram is a very no. If they want to kill us, it won't take them 2 days. Let me keep is from the north. The cow you eat is from the north. The sugar cane you eat is from the north. The pepper is from the north. The tomatoes, the yam, the guinea fowl. Have you seen an unemployed Muslim before? We do not produce anything apart from people that can speak big grammar and kidnap people. Particularly we, Urobo, Ishekiri, Ijo, Kalabari. This oil will finish, our eye will clear. Food. Am I speaking to somebody else? Food. And our land is so fertile. You just cut. My sister-in-law comes to buy ugu here from Okra Market. Go to Eleme Park now. Agofure. You will see women with ugu. My sister-in-law sells nothing less than 60,000 naira every week from ugu. Ugu. A man that works in an oil company bought land from me for his wife to plant ugu. Fruited pumpkin. Vegetable. I know a woman that was planting, she was one of the most senior accountants in Abia State. She was planting vegetables in Ogbo Hill, where we lived. She will plant vegetables, wrap them in the evening, put in a luxurious bus, send to Mile 2. The son will collect them to Kutonu, and she will earn foreign exchange from Ugu. Food. Food. The next thing is something that has to do with education. Now, pastor service. For you to create wealth, look for a need in your environment. Supply it. There's a lot of hold up in this town. If you can start a company that transports children to school. I have 4 buses. I carry 250 children every day. Madam, look up, please. Do you know each child pays 8,000 naira? Multiply that by 250. It's a small company on its own, minus school fees. Because of the hold-up, if you start, I don't know if it is already here, if you start School Run Nigeria Limited, buy Sienna or buy a coastal bus, 1 share return, 3.5 million, 4 million with AC. Collect children from an axis. The parents will be so happy to pay you. Those of you who are graduates, you like doing guy. I was driving my school bus myself. I still drive it till today. I use Pathfinder to carry children to school. What do you make them buy monkey? Not to play. No go belefu person. Pathfinder is not for posing, for money. School run. Anything that has to do with school, particularly the junior classes. Hey. When people close from school on a daily basis, don't you see them? You see multitude of children. Look for one thing that they will desire, that they will do, supply it. We had a bookshop, one small house, one small shop. My wife was the one selling before. Church people, church people. Church people. The Bible says the wicked borroweth and payeth not. That is wickedness. What of the person that borrows or buys and payeth not and then quarrels with you and gives you a bad name? That should be a witch. If you see your church member coming to patronize you, suspect that person. Maybe he doesn't have money at that time. Because when they have money, I don't know your school, oh. My experience with running Church of God Mission School, when they have money, they won't come to your school. It's when they lose their jobs that they bring their children. Maybe your members are good people. The ones I stayed with, they were Apoki people. So we are running the bookshop. My wife will be the one selling. Mommy, mommy. I beg, I want some books there, so next week I go bring money. My wife will mumuishly sell. When the companies will come, we won't see money to pay them back. Then that my son, he doesn't speak Urobo, doesn't have friends. He hardly smiles unless I amuse him, unless he sees money. He speaks only Igbo. It's only recently he started speaking Pidgin English. Before now, he doesn't know how to speak Pidgin English. So we put him in the bookshop. We will collect books from Macmillan, Lantern, Retican. You don't pay. When you sell, you return money. We put him there. Do you know this boy squeezed his face? The first week of resumption, we sold 500,000 from books. And we are selling 500,000 weekly for many weeks from books. Erasers. I don't know if the children eat erasers. They eat it. If you know how much erasers we sell on a daily basis, then the ruler, when they buy the ruler, they will make like this. Ruler. There's an Anglican priest that retired from Ugeli. His bookshop was opposite a bookshop near them. Sell at a price lower than what they will get in the market. Get turnover. Books. Money is an idiot. Was giving me 250,000 naira every month. One book. When some foolish pastors will just come to the building we are building, they will just lay their hands on and say, I tap into this grace. I say, cement will stain your hand. Until you know what I do. Anything that has to do with learning, you can come together as a group, form a consortium. The lawyer is there, delivers lectures on wills and whatever. Another person delivers lecture on one thing. Form a company and start consulting with different oil companies. Somebody called me, are you Dr. Apoki? I say yes. Are you the writer of monies I need? I say yes. He said, my mommy bought your book. Can you deliver a seminar on stress management to NEPA managers from Edo, Delta, Ekiti? And I say yes. So how much do you take? My wife was doing like pastor's wife. I said, shh. Now NEPA. I charge them per hour. When I finished lecturing them on stress management, all the electric bills I paid since I was paying bill, I collected. They now called me back. Doctor, can you give us another lecture on so? Have you increased your price? I say yes. Have you not increased your tariff? This is a brain generation. Use your brain and look for a need. Police wanted to recruit people. One boy that studied the same computer science you studied, that you are using to browse nonsense. My brother, 1.2 billion will change your color. I'm telling you. It will change your praise and worship. This era, anything that has to do with knowledge will pay. I'm going back to school. I've collected form for MPA, Masters in Public Admin. I want to get a PhD. If I add that to my complimentary card, and I graduate from this church level of teaching to You know, church people, after preaching, they will give you one flimsy and say, may the Lord go with you, as if the devil came with you. I start to deliver lectures for companies. They will pay me more. My brain is feeding me a lot. I make a lot of money from my brain and mouth. My wife works big. I say I don't have that strength now. I was working before. Now I just think. This, towards the end of the world, knowledge will be something that people will hunger after if you can provide it. Why is our God for a rich? Transport, public transport for the masses. Peace mass transit, public transport. We'll come to that. Look for something, a service. The next thing that will bring money is environmental services. An increase in population, a lot of refuse will be generated. The person that can dispose of this refuse well will make money. The man that carries my dustbin in Ugeli, I pay him 2,000 naira a month. In our street, there are 5 compounds. He collects 10,000 naira. I just give you a simple example. Assuming you finish youth service now, and you don't want to leave River State, you start an environmental sanitation company. Go to the GROA. Tell them you will sweep their compounds on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. They should pay you 10,000 or 5,000. You size them. Do you know 10 streets? If you have 10 buildings here, that's 50,000. If it's 5,000. 10 streets is 500,000. Go to one of the nearby villages. Bring a woman. Tell her that she should clean the compounds for you. You are charging 5,000, 50,000. Tell her to clean the 10 compounds for 20,000 or 30,000. Make sure you make uniform for her. Put rank. Make sure you put rank. El Shaddai cleaners. Do you know you will be making neat money, differential money on top of them? And make sure you are changing them every week so that they don't stay in the same compound and get used to the landlord and negotiate in your absence. The woman that sweeps my compound, we pay her 5,000 naira a month. Between 6 o'clock she will come, and 8 o'clock she has swept 4 compounds, 20,000 in that street. If she moves to another place, by 11 she has swept so many compounds and will still go to work. Then you say there's nothing to do. After service you come and beg pastor money. Then you say there's no love in the church. It's your mumurity that is wrong with you. If I am a security guard and I want to go to Dubai in the next 3 years, I will go and look for work in a big hotel. I will tell them to put me on permanent night. Before, am I supposed to sleep as night watchman? Each car is 200 naira. I will not watch 504 because the owner might not pay and we might not start in the morning. I will not watch bus. It will take too much time. I will start with the jeeps. By the time I watch 10 jeeps, it's 2,000 naira. 2,000 naira times 20 days is how much? 40,000. For a month, a year is 480,000. 2 years is 960,000. And they are still paying you your usual salary. 960,000. Tell your wife to go to Senegal to bring Senegalese lace. Or go to Dubai to bring diodes or ICs. Or even some suits in China are 4,000 naira. 4,000 naira suit in China. When they tell you buy 2, we dash you 1, you think they are good Samaritans. The thing is 4,000 naira in China. 400,000 will give you 1,000 suits. The boy that gave me these suits gave me 10. He was a houseboy to his pastor before.